the Nike Kobe 1 FTB. It comes in the Black Mamba Pack, starting with the Huarache 2K4s and ending with the Kobe 11s. The sneakers that will come out in the Black Mamba Pack will sport the special box being printed with some sort of snake scale pattern. It's not the usual Kobe box that you get, but you do get a gold Kobe sheath logo. You get the Nike swoosh, also in a gold print, and of course Kobe's signature over here. The scales on the box transitions from a lighter color to a darker color, hence FTB or Fade to Black. Now, it also comes with a hole that you don't usually get in Kobe boxes, but you do get in Jordan boxes, which kind of maybe is sort of a hint at these sneakers getting retroed in the future, similar to how old Jordan sneakers get retroed every once in a while. Here's your official size sticker. What I'm holding now is a 7.5. Official colorway is sail over sail, so that kind of gives you an idea it's a monochromatic shoe. Pretty tough to get one of these sneakers. You have to either join an RSVP event or join a raffle together. I think this is going to be highly desirable for collectors. But anyway, let's get into what's inside the box. So you get an insert that has the Kobe logo, the sheath logo. We'll get into what's inside this card packet in a bit. You have usual box paper. This is sort of like wax paper. No special print, unlike the recent Kobe's that come out. They have sort of like prints on the wax paper. And here are the shoes. So before we get into the shoes, let's take a look at that insert. I'll just put the box down over here. So the insert, I heard in other countries the box also comes with a limited edition Kobe pin. I'm not sure why we don't get that here, why my local retailer didn't have that pin with the box when it came over, but you know, it's a pin. It could have been nice to have that pin. Would have been nice to have that pin. But you're not going to rock the pin anyway. You're going to rock the shoes. So, oh, that's interesting. So if you pull out the insert inside the card, the backing is gold. So it's got a nice effect to it once you remove what's inside it. It says The Making of a Hero Villain, 2004, 2K4, Rati Illy. Ah, this actually reads through the description for each Kobe pair in the pack. It starts with 2004 2K4, so that's obviously for the Huarache 2K4s, and then 2005. I'm not going to read the rest. I'm just going to read the ones for these. It says 2005 Kobe 1 Lower Merion High School, Philadelphia, PA. Giving the game everything and anything, Kobe blossomed into an elite high school prospect with superstar potential at Lower Merion High School in Philadelphia. So if you didn't know that, Kobe attended Lower Merion High School in Philadelphia, which is why if you've been following Kobe's career and if you've been collecting Kobe's shoes, there's always usually a Lower Merion High School colorway for the shoes. It's usually the maroon and white combination, whether it be away or home. Interesting insert that you get with a pack. Nice little touch. Kind of really gives you a feel of Kobe's career as told through the shoes. Anyway, let's get into the shoes. Just put this away. So here's a quick look at the shoe. Here are the shoes from the front. Toe box to the lacing system up to the tongue. Here's a quick view of the side of the shoe, and here's a view of the back of the shoe, and here's a view of the medial side, or the inner side of the shoe. So starting at the bottom, you get a storytelling traction, I guess is the best way to say it. It doesn't really look very practical. You've got diamonds here on the toe area and a little bit on the midfoot area and the outer heel area here, and widely spaced herringbone traction on the other sides of the sole. You also get a swoosh with carbon fiber inside it, so The swoosh is carved to reveal that there is actually a carbon fiber midfoot shank that kind of wraps around the midfoot over here to give you that torsional rigidity and that support for playing basketball. You will also see Zoom Air written on the heel over here, which tells you that this shoe uses Nike's Zoom Air technology, and the setup is two Zoom bags, one on the heel, one on the forefoot, in a bed of Phylon. So it's Phylon for the midsole. Going up, you also get a glass carbon fiber cage sort of um, mold here on the heel to help keep you stable. And you've got, again, Phylon on the heel and then Phylon over here on the forefoot area. And you have a exaggerated outrigger over here to help keep you stable. So when you're playing basketball, it helps prevent rolling your ankle, so it gives you that sort of stability. Going up to the upper, you've got a mud guard, a toe box mud guard wrapping around the shoe. And it's got a reptile scale sort of pattern, very similar to what you get on the box, but it actually reminds me more of the Python scale pattern that you get with the Yeezy 2s, but not quite, and I'll show you why later. You also get the same scale pattern on the swoosh, which is found on the side of the shoe as well as the medial side of the shoe. And that's pretty much all the hits with that scale pattern. Again, I'll get back to that scale pattern later to kind of give you a more detailed look at that particular pattern, because I think that makes this shoe more interesting than the other versions of the shoe when they were first released back in 2005. The leather, the synthetic leather that's used here on the upper is sort of thick, and the texture reminds me of car seat leather. So it's pretty thick, it's soft, but also kind of stiff. So it's in the middle. If you bought Jordan Retros recently, it's not as soft as that. Like the Dunk from Aboves that came out last week, they were very soft. The leather that they used were kind of distressed and wrinkly and kind of nice looking that way. These are smooth in a tonal gray color that really does remind me of a car seat. Here's the eye stays. They used plastic on the eye stays. There is one last lace loop or eye stay here on the top for all of you who like to wear their basketball shoes laced up on the top, so they can really kind of pull your heel here over to the heel area and really cup that heel. You also get rope laces. I guess really the best way to describe these laces are rope laces, because they do look a lot like rope. Not like the rope laces that you get with Jordan 11s, but really they look like rope. And on the aglets, you get a Kobe sheath logo. It's not very obvious, but it's there if you look kind of really closely. And on the top of the shoe, you get a mesh sort of collar that's probably designed for some sort of comfort when your shoe is laced all the way up and snug and really wraps around your ankle. And that sort of mesh material goes way inside the shoe over here to kind of give you that same comfort here on the back portion of your foot. And you get up tempo here on the back, which is a very common sort of branding that you get with Nike shoes around 1995 onwards to 2005. And again, I think the only reason why they branded these shoes with the up-tempo sort of branding is because you use Zoom Air here, which is more responsive, which will make you play faster. And you also get a Kobe logo here on the tongue. The tongue material here is very similar to the car seat sort of leather that you get on the upper. From a basketball playing perspective, I would say that you've got materials that are, I would consider, as premium as materials go for basketball shoes. I mean, I know they're synthetic leather, but at least they're leather. So it gives you that support because of the materials. It's going to be comfortable because of the padding that you get with the mesh, with Zoom Air and everything. But it's not going to be very breathable, which is a common thing for shoes older than around 2008. It also comes with this pretty nice Kobe tag or a keychain. It has the Kobe signature and then the swoosh and then the Sheath logo on one side. And again, this kind of looks like a Jordan retro, and the way it's presented to you, the box, the card that's inside it, this tag. If you buy a pair of Air Jordan 3s, for example, you get a Jordan keychain, Nike Air Jordan keychain. So maybe this is really just a hint of things to come after Kobe retires, because the way people are lining up for these now, or trying to grab a pair of these now, it's obvious that there is a market for Kobe retros in the future. So, like I said a while ago, I wanted to give you a better look at the shoelaces, because I think that's fairly new. I haven't seen Nike sneakers sport this kind of laces. So I'll give you a close up, and also I'll give you a close up of the scales, which is again something that makes the shoe really look interesting. So if I can zoom in over here and show you. So here's a more detailed look at the scales that you get. So like I said a while ago, it does remind me of the Yeezy 2s or the Air Yeezy 2 scales, but not quite, because these scales are not carved in. They're just really textured leather that makes it seem like it's a reptile sort of skin print. It's just textured leather that makes it look like they're reptile scales. It's interesting, but again, it's just textured leather. It's nowhere close to what the Easy 2s have. Here's how the Yeezy 2 Python leather print looks like. So you can see that that's carved in, and the combination of it being carved in plus the leather makes the leather look like scales. But what I'm trying to say is that the feel of the Yeezy 2s are more luxurious, in the sense that you don't just get the texture on the leather, you also get those carvings on the scales that make them look like scales, versus the Kobe FTB ones, which is not carved, it's just textured leather. And also, this is what I meant by rope laces. They are rope laces. They look like rope. They feel like rope. They're not like the usual shoelaces that I get with Nike sneakers. Because the rope laces that they come with Nike sneakers, like again the Jordan 11, don't look like these. They're just really thicker nylon. But anyway, that's really what I wanted to go with as far as the uh, detail and texture is concerned. So anyway, that's it pretty much. Uh, those are the Nike FTB ones, or the Nike Zoom Kobe 1 FTBs. Again, they're very exclusive. You can't really rock up to a shop and buy a pair. You have to join raffles or RSVPs and stuff. So good luck if you're trying to get the other pairs that are coming in the next few days up to April, when Kobe plays his last game. If you are going to buy from resellers, good luck with that too, because if you go to eBay now and look at how much these cost, they're really, really expensive. So anyway, thank you for your time, and till next time, have a good one.